Say, where is my shame when I call your name? So please don't set me free. I'm as heavy as can be. I will do you harm. I will break my arm. I'm a victim of your charms. I want to be dead when I'm in bed. I can be so mean, you can beat me. I would like to shame you, I would like to blame you, just because of my love to you. And love itself is just as innocent as roses in May. I know nothing can drive it away. Though love itself is just as brief as a candle in the wind that is greedy, just like sin. Alone but sane, I am a love suicide, 'cause love itself is just as brief as a candle in the wind. It is pure white, just like sin. saying I am a love suicide, 'cause love itself is just as innocent as roses in May. It is pure white, just like sea.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Welcome Nemesis, Thief, Sussy. Welcome Sai, Pimmy, Poco, Valkers, and of course anyone else who might be lurking or who might join away. It is me, PB, and I hope y'all have had a grand old weekend. Hope everyone's having a nice Sunday evening. All the music we just heard was from Rule of Rose, which is a great PS2 horror game. Just, yeah, a lovely experience. If you feel like you played everything in the PS2 horror game wise, it's one of the, you know, the known niches. Everyone, you got lost? Did you get lost in the airship? Because it's really easy to get lost in the airship. Whenever you get like up from the bowels of the airship and you're exploring all the rooms, very easy. But yeah, I had a lovely time with it. Very, very sad game. All the way through it, the vibes are just sad and not nice and unkind. But I like that shit, so it worked out for me. And I thought, you know, a nice, laid back, simple string and piano kind of soundtrack might be good for what we got going tonight, because we are going to be playing What Remains of Edith Finch, which has like way less anime, probably less boobs, less swords, less sexy demons like Aogami. What Remains of Cain and Lynch. Not much, I hear, after the last game. But yeah, I haven't played this game. I don't really know what to expect from it. I saw a trailer once that made it look like you're dealing with all kinds of different shit. Like, it doesn't seem like it's a game that sort of sits still in one place. But I don't know, maybe there's an overlying structure I didn't get. Who knows? I'm willing to dive in here, so please chat, sit back, dive in with me. We are going to play What Remains of Edith Finch. And if you played the game before, say nothing about it to me. Thank you. We're on a boat. We can move our head. There's a red cup. We're heading to a cannery. Puget Sound. Ferry lines. Where is Puget Sound? I got flowers. I'm injured. I guess this is truly what remains.
A lot of this
of
isn't
Edith
going to make
Finch.
sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
That is not how I'd build a house. Oh, the game audio is a bit low. Sorry, I turned it down because I thought it might be a bit loud. The dialogue was certainly a bit low, it seemed to me. But let's
Never until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Now that is an interactable flower. You tell me it's not? You stick this purple ass flower here. Could I turn up the narration volume? Sure. No. I lied to you. Fucking deal with it. Pardon me.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Oh, we're not gonna take them? I like our
hadn't been back
fingerless
since
gloves.
my brother Lewis's funeral.
The fingerless woolly gloves are doing it for me.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back. No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Hornses live out here. Oh no, I can see that as well. Okay. This is going to be an in-engine thing, so hopefully... Hopefully this will be fine. Oh no, wow, that is rough. It's not a gram fix thing, is it? Maybe it's a gram fix thing. We'll take everything down from ultra. There, that's better. Yeah, it was a gram fix thing. I'm not getting rid of the fucking hentai. Get out of here, dear. It's my hentai.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
That frog sounds way too close. Where you at, frog? You motherfucker.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it. As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
Milton Finch. She said something about having not been back here since her brother's funeral.
I asked Edie once about the dragon in the pond. She said it had killed her husband. I was 6. It seemed like an odd joke to me, even then.
Imagine getting weirded by a 6-year-old.
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Sassy, don't you bring... Look, this is our cultured night. No goddamn Leagues of Legend references. No hentai.
I hope the key might
No
unlock
tell me
the
to get
front
rid of my
door.
hentai.
It didn't. Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
These are some books. One of them lift chairs. Some bad decor with the lamps. In her will is just 2 votes for Senran Kagura. I could see it. Also, hello, Weeb. Good evening, my friend. We chiming?
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
You got all your standard US brand drinks, like Bowler and Eco, Sandive. What are you reading? Raw File, Witch's Kitchen, A Viking Belly, Flour, Salt, Water, Yeast, that's Lab's book. The Book of Mushrooms, The Smoke in the Forest, Cosmic Cuisine, The Pleasures of Japanese Cooking. So we got someone who has never had a deep fried Mars bar. What's the tennis ball on a string? What's that all about? Any car owners, please explain. Reference to Salt, Fat, Acid, Heat, which is Salmon Nosrat's book. Oh, that's cool.
The
That is
power
cute.
had been turned off the night we left.
My beak isn't moving. Well, you're out of line. Your entire face is out of line. Alright, we should be good now. There we go. Oh, okay.
For the first time in years,
Oh, I had to
I felt
interrupt
like
there.
I was home.
Got the same books. Miss Menchia has come to visit. Just keeps buying the same books.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
Oh, that's sad. Wait, are we Edith? Edie is our grandma. Don mi Momo. And Louis. Lawat.
Like how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot. Or how after Louis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
That's way too many ingredients for an apple pie. Apples and pie made it simple as. Geez, that is a lot of canned fish. Barbara Finch. Like a film director or something. Like a Mr. Sasquatch. I've never cooked. The Metamorphosis. Oh, that one. Norse myths, east of the sun and west of the moon. Swedish folktales. The Necronomicon, nice. The King in Yellow. Big Book of Homeschooling. Can't read that one. Or the other one. Swan's Way. The Curse and the Wise Woman. Time and the Gods. 51 Teals. A Dreamer's Tale. Book of Wonder. Library of Babel. Or Babel. House of Leaves, I know that one. Book of Sand. Labyrinth, the Aleph. The Walrus and the Carpenter. Solitude and the Sublime. Homeschooling Essentials. Seen Critically. And we're just getting all the same shit again. Yeah.
The table was
Metamorphosis,
still
your
a
favorite
wreck from the
doujin.
night we
No
left.
way. We're not allowed to reference that here. No, we're gonna move past that.
It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
It was not a great nod. Do not give points to that nod.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great Grandma Edie living in a nursing home. Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth. Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
Ain't even talking some shit. Ugh. Children. Did someone say La Cucaracha? This lady isn't, well, not an entomologist. What do you call like an entomologist, but just for like bugs in general? Oh my god, it's Edith Finch. Bugenta, an entomologist? No, an entomologist is something else, right?
Great Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
OMG, it's him. Okay, fair enough.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
What is that noise? Yo, Grandma smoking one up?
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Okay, so Milton went missing, and then what did our other brother die after? Yeah. What on earth?
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
Edie, you're a goddamn oddball. Why are we hipsin?
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
What? Neither of those actions make sense to me.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Oh. That kind of family.
As a
Gregory,
kid, I just
1-year-old?
assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Gregory, 1-year-old, lives in the toilet?
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Bored.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
He's pogging. Child star. $16
Barbara
old.
was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
My math's right? Yeah, 16 years old when she died.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
Odin? This god of war? Is Baldur gonna come flying through a wall to fight us? Molly, 10 years old.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
Relatable.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up. Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him. Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of. From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Milton was the smart
Reading this,
child.
maybe it sounds like I had a plan. But I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead. I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole.
Oh, hamster or something?
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
Is this game just gonna make us play the entirety
Being
of
inside
Stray?
for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
No! You killed him, you son of a bitch!
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here. Before my mom sealed the doors.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Sorry, didn't mean to pause. I just wanted to mute myself while I had a big light sippy.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Ate the whole damn thing. God damn. So Odin and Edie, the patriarch and matriarch. Molly was their firstborn daughter. Died shortly after Barbara was born.
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
My Halloween candy was all gone.
Whose fault is that? Bedbug, 9 Lives, The Call of the Wild, Alice in Wonderland, Birds of the Pacific Northeast, Little Glass Slipper, Magic Mountain, Princess and the Goblin, Jungle Book, Tales from Beyond, George Louis Borges, Magical Realist Fiction. That's my favorite story. Although I would like one book of magical realist fiction, thank you. Yeah, why this little girl not got grandma half?
I kept eating and eating.
Are you eating toothpaste?
I ate a lot of things that night.
Her hands are like modeled.
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
I can't tell if she's like already quite sick or if it's just because this is the 40s and that's how people's hands were. Eat the fish.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly,
What?
I was a cat.
What? Come here, you fucking
I
bird.
tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Son of a bitch.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
I'm aboard. No, wait, I'm a cat. Trying to get the bird. Oh. Lep, does this remind you of anything?
I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
The most relatable protagonist.
I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then
Oh,
I heard
yeah.
her teeth nibbling in the grass. Rabbits.
It's time.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
This is the best game.
A mama rabbit. She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
So yeah, she is seeing all the animals that were around her room. She's 100% already like super dying. This is it. This is the gameplay that I was promised.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever. I wanted fat, juicy seals.
Where you go?
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Yeah, did not expect to be rolling down the hill with a shark. That was some good shit.
Grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed. Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
This is just like my animes.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
I want to steal the welly boots. You know what they say? The more the merrier. How we're going with this?
I wanted to
Glug,
stop
glug, glug,
it,
glug,
but
glug, glug,
also
glug, glug.
I didn't.
That was fun.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And to cross the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
This is quite fun to control. This like weird
I
ass
got
tentacle.
closer and closer.
Oh no. Is it the fish? It's not the fish. We don't eat the fish. We're in our own room again.
All of my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Rest in peace, Molly. Hey, your little cat.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
I mean, that's very
I
offensive to
spent
say
a
that
lot
in here,
time in
of all
Great Grandma
places.
Edie's room. We got along, and it was a good place to hide from my mom.
Walter. Put your dick away, Walter.
Her room was like a museum.
Oh, we got random hat time. I can random hat for you. Hat number 19. Oh. I'm not having sex with you right now, Walter. Oh wait, y'all can see this shit. Y'all can see everything. Don't look at me. Nobody look. Nobody look. The magic is gone. It's a good thing I didn't just pull up on I don't know. Hentai.exe. Yeah, we're fine. The Mysteries of Death and Thereafter. She loves that book so much she got it like 3 times. Oh wait, these are by Odin Finch. Joining the great majority. Dude was pretty obsessed about death, it seemed. He had a sword. Egg. Couldn't take top honors in state photography contest. Some shit about India. Old ass photos. Can't tell whether it was Edith or, well, Edie or Odin who kept half this shit. We are characters talking. Oh well, here we have it. Odin died 57. Oh my goodness. Dee Dee with the red. Ass red, no ass reds. Get out of here. Hello, River. Dee Dee, what's up? Thank you so much for the raid. Upper fine kindness? I don't know about that. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Can you please have a shout out? Thank you, Poco, for Dee Dee. How you liking Valhalla? I've heard a lot of mixed reviews on that game, which is unfortunate because I bought it. But yeah, how's the Valhalla going? How's the streams going? It's fun. The all caps makes me think that this was said defensively. Fuck reviews, play it. I mean, I'm gonna at some point. Like I said, I did buy it. But yeah, welcome everybody. Been here long enough to witness. Nothing's happened here. No crimes have taken place. Thank you, Dee Dee, for the raid. And welcome everyone. For everyone who doesn't know me, my name is Profound Badness, aka PB. Gaming variety streamer. Isle that likes to cosplay. Currently dressed as Blaze Fielding from Streets of Rage 4. And currently playing What Remains of Edith Finch, which has been pretty interesting so far. It's the story of this girl called Edith Finch exploring her old family house. A weird ramshackle house with lots of built-on rooms. And locked doors that she was never able to get into as a child. But now everyone's dead, it seems. We're exploring the house. We're finding the memories of the family that we never really knew. Large open world, little landmarks and shit are boring, empty filler, but stories and missions are cool. Or like in The Witcher 3, but The Witcher 3 had a lot of great shit to find. Like side quests and whatnot. I don't know if I can
When Edie told
co-sign
people
this.
Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed.
Oh.
She could have, but she didn't.
Well. Rest in peace, Sven. Dumb way to die, but It's fine. All things, small things, maps club with just, in your opinion. I think that whenever you get to the Skellige Islands, the sailing makes it less fun to find them. But I feel like in that whole first map, map hunting was like
Edie knit
fun
me a new
for
pair
me,
of
which
gloves
is
every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
unusual for games that have like, you know, checklisty world maps. Mole man beneath
Edie
the
gave a
Finch
big interview
house?
about
What?
a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
So was Edie just like cracked, or was she, you know, like quote unquote whimsical?
Lewis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Thank you, River. I took a big sippy.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune.
Yeah, I've been a little unwell, River. I think I'm pretty sure it was COVID. I tested negative on the you know, the nasally test, but I'm getting better. I'm feeling almost 100% now. Like almost everything is gone. I think I might still be like a little bit sinusy, but even that's starting to go away. Thank God.
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan.
Wait, was Odin Edie's dad?
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
Cold hard cash, my freezer, I wish.
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery.
Damn.
His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Oh my goodness. The double raid? Jeez. Hey, Rillin. Thank you very much for the raid. Welcome. The crates. Ariela's Whisperers. Erilyn. Erilyn, it's BPB. I'm speaking to you from the past. Because there's a delay on this stream. Everything you hear has already happened. Erilyn, I love you. Thank you very much, Erilyn. I was peeping you playing Zanky Zero a little bit before I started this stream. Yeah, that game looks fun and stressful. Like anime styled dungeon crawler, like turn-based battles. Were they turn-based battles? But yeah, it looks kind of cool. I've seen you and our, what's the word, shared friend Pacifist playing that. Yeah, everyone please go check out Erilyn. I don't get the chance to see you stream often enough because I just don't catch you live very often, but you're cool. Are clips allowed? I mean, who am I to stop you? Go wild. Yeah, everyone, I hope to catch you stream more often. I know you don't do it like, oh shit, River got bonked. But yeah, I know you don't stream as often as some folk, but you're chill. And I look forward to Tim. Thank you very much for the follow. I look forward to hanging out in your stream more often in the future. Yeah, y'all are very welcome. Wallfast, good to see you. For those who don't know me, my name is Profound Badness, aka PB. I'm a variety gaming streamer from Ireland. and also an owl that likes to cosplay. Currently dressed as Blaze Fielding from Streets of Rage 4 and playing What Remains of Edith Finch, which is a game in which we are a young lady called Edith, or at least we're reading her perspective from a book as she explores her old family home. And it turns out that she has a weird ass family. They all at one point lived in this gigantic home on this island, which is like built from like 50 different buildings that have look added onto it. And yeah, we're sort of like going through the family history bit by bit. We've learned a little bit about Molly, who was just, I guess, slightly strange girl who I think was quite sick. She died when she was 10 years old, so you know she's not in the best of health right now. But yeah, we read her having a strange dream about being a cat and an owl and a shark. And it was quite interesting. It was strange and wonderful. And we just found out about our great grandfather, I think, called Odin Finch, the patriarch of the Finch family, who was apparently cursed after his wife Ingeborg died. He sailed over to the US to re-find his family with his daughter Edie, but his ship sank on the way, and Edie buried him in the family plot near the house. And then Edie's husband Sven died shortly thereafter, building a dragon slide that collapsed on him. So everyone just dying. Everyone just straight up dying in this game. Eastshade? I'm not familiar with Eastshade River. What kind of game is it? Hey, what up, Buku? How's it going? You freaking love this game? I'm very interested in what we've experienced so far, so let's get on into it.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
A bunch of benches. Oh no. Went and sat it. Lewis, that's our brother, right? Yeah. Let's see. 2010. Our character was born in 1999. She's 17 at the start of this game. Then it has to be 2006? That doesn't make sense. Wait, can I math? Oh no, wait. 2016. Not 1989, 1999. So it's 2016. Lewis died 6 years ago. Our brother did. More gameplay, more than a walking simulator. Oh, I see. So it's like a first-person narrative style game, one would say. Maybe. This isn't my usual kind of game, that's for sure, but I'm done to check it out. Also, everyone, I hope you had a wonderful stream. Thank you again so much for bringing your peeps here. And you as well, Didi. Can we get another shout out for Danish Dies? Please, everybody, check each other out. See if you like the vibe. Build connections, if you like. Everyone who hangs out here is good people. Otherwise, they wouldn't be hanging out here. Edie won't go. 70-year-old woman refuses to evacuate because of a little forest fire.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
No fucking crows here. They wouldn't... No. Not a one.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
My Friend Bigfoot, all movies, Sam Medal Ceremony, Sam Photo Award, Conspiracy Now, Weird America, The Finches, Edith interview. So Edith has been, our grandmother Edith has been, she's been a weird one for a while. And she seems to enjoy telling weird ass stories and maybe even getting herself a bit of a reputation. Our mother didn't seem to like that very much. And it makes sense why there's like so much Norwegian shit around here too.
Even in her 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Get the goddamn crows out of here. I really do love our characters' gloves.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
Okay, so Edie must have been our great grandmother. No, our great grandmother, great grandfather, grandfather Sam, Walda. Kay was Sam's wife. Don's our mum. We have Lewis, Milton, and me. Thanks, Poco. Keep telling everybody. Remind them my credentials. Sven and Edie Finch. So that was Edie and her husband. Great grandmother
There's a
Edie and her
secret in this
husband.
bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Oh. More weird ass shit.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Calvin Finch, that's our... Is that our youngest brother? No. Calvin was one of Edie's kids. Died 1951. Oh, 1961. At 11 years old. A lot of young deaths in that generation. Milton, our brother, this is the second time we've seen him, his name, as he explored around the house. Oh, that's right. Calvin shared a room with his dead brother, or Sam shared a room with his dead brother Calvin. Isn't that what she said? Captured. Most improved player. That is kind of creepy. We get someone who's like maturing through high school on this side, and then not much younger. Actually, no twins, so same age. We have Calvin's room frozen in time. Everything you expect with a 11-year-old boy. Man, that's sick though. Stairs heading up into a fort. Good shit. So what age was Sam when he died? 33? Young enough. Oh, military man.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin.
Stop telling people you
And that
died.
he never talked about him.
Well, it's better than admitting you're a Divinity Original Sin voter. Imagine just telling your family, I'm going to build a Resident Evil ass house and there's nothing y'all can do about it. No, Dad, I don't want to secret shit to the
I guess my
laboratory in my
grandpa didn't
room.
like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
Lamau got
At
him.
Barbara's funeral, we swore he'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't.
I think we're
Calvin always
probably
wanted
about to
fly.
see how this kid dies.
Sam, Calvin, dinner's ready. Coming.
Hey,
that day,
River, thank
He
you.
finally made up his mind to do it.
Thank you very much for the 16-month sub.
I told him going around was impossible.
Oh, Lord.
Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Calvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up,
Oh,
then
shit.
maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
This kid has the biggest balls.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Well, yeah, that's how you die at
Colin's
11 years
story
old.
Felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Sassy, is that what happened after he came off the swing? Oh no. That kid dumb. That kid achieved more in the last minutes of his life than I have done in
After the
the
funeral,
21
Edie
years
broke
I have
into
over
Calvin's
him.
half of the room.
Flew away to laugh at some gamer's death. Yeah, he became Crow.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Man, is there nothing? Nothing of Sam's in this room? Nothing we can read from him? I mean, I guess we read that from him. That was from Sam's perspective on Calvin. Oof. A lot of just fucking tragedy in this room. Also, Winston Wheelshark, good to see you. How you doing? And thank y'all for the votes as well. Don't forget, anyone who has yet to do so, you get 2 nearly free maybe votes. For any game on the maybe list, you can type in !maybe to see what games you can vote for. Will I play Outer Wilds? It's up to y'all. But yeah, whichever game has the most votes by the time I
The
finish
passages
playing
were a pretty
Final Fantasy 13 shall replace it. Yeah, you can spend regular points on it, but everyone gets 2 nearly free votes every stream for only 10 points.
tight fit.
So if you want to have
They'd
some,
obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
want to see some sort of If you want to decide my fate, decide what I play. That's one way to do it. Hey, Jumbo. Jumbo, try not to tell me too much about Final Fantasy Streetwise, because I have said I'm looking forward to playing that.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
But how you doing, Jumbo? Karma. Did I even listen to Fear Factory? Or did I ever listen to Fear Factory? No. I mean, I probably have heard them, but I don't like to listen to
Growing
them.
up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
This is Barbara's room. Yeah, as you said, she was a child star. Seemingly most famous for acting in this movie. We've seen posters of her stuff around the house. Oh, she had her own doll. How you doing, Karma? And Jumbo. Oh, they're both very welcome. Seattle Starlets. Penelope's Diner, Barbara. So, yeah, I mean, she died when she was 16.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
What's she reading? Ancient Wonderland, Siddhartha, Greek Tales, The Camera's Touch, The Poetics, Shakespeare, Persuasion, Agnes? I have no idea what that is. Free from School, The Hollywood Workout, Breaking In, Masters of Cinema, The Art of Acting, Red Carpet, Shapeshifter. So a lot of acting stuff, but also reading sort of across the world in terms of cultures and myth. River, good luck with the teaching and hope the return to school goes well. You take care of yourself, have a good sleep. And yeah, thank you for joining us. Wonderful to have you. I mean that. You always a joy, River. Elsa. Thank you, Karma, for the Stanley votes. Pardon me. Someone still voting for Stanley? Stanley has a few hitters out there. Got a few shooters out there. Barb Street. Data jobs increased. I see any relevance to the papers. Oh, she must have been like continuing to try and act after her child stardom, because yeah, improv night, and who's going to be reading all these books at 10 years old or whatever? The Dreadful Stories, starring Barbara Finch.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up.
Damn.
Has been.
Good.
But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room.
Geez, Sven is just not good at handiwork.
This
is not the first accident of his that we've heard about.
Convention comeback was cancelled.
How you doing, Zebu?
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding.
Oh, I see.
Winding, until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
That's a cute way of delivering a clue gameplay-wise.
Hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
This is the thing of Halloween.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
We're first-person shooter now.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Well, that's where Dad got his hand cut on the saw. Fuck that guy.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear! Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there?
Walter.
Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Oh no. Is Walter also gonna die in this story? Put the crutch away, Walter. Stop it!
Walter.
Trying to get into this. That'd be
Walter
funny.
vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
Oh, Zeb, I've been living that meme for a while now. Oh, it's Molly's room.
Molly's door hadn't but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Oh my god, he's gone.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was... At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Well, that's fucked up.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
She pins at her with the crutch. Edie, you're fucked up. Edie, you're all fucked up.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Yeah, this game's been pretty cool so far. Very interesting concept of the game, and the little vignettes have all been pretty fun. You know, in a weird, unhappy.
Funny. All those times
Everyone
I played
dies
the music
kinda
box
way.
and never found the basement key.
Oh, we have a hat change request. Give me just 1 second. Get a single sin. Okay, then I don't spin it that many times. Oh yeah, Zeb, if I didn't... I mean, I have 2 brain cells. Would have been pretty bad if I did not remember that, having just seen it. You party wiped? I mean, not my fault. You party wiped because skill issue. Alright, here we go. Kathy Rain, ready to investigate. You only have one? Can I please borrow it? If I get a third brain cell, I'll stop playing bad games. I'll get the sense. Man, that's fucked up. Poor Barbara. How much of that story is, you know, real is up in the air, but I'm pretty certain the murder thing
Mom said the basement was
legit.
off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Delicious tetanus shots.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
You imagine all but then, and yeah. Like, rather the thing of like a killer roaming the island is real versus Barbara's boyfriend being a sicko.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone.
Walter.
She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
And he lived to 53 years old. Still living quite recently. Wait a second, this set in 2006, right? So he died a year ago in the game story.
If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
What?
On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week.
Oh yeah, thank you, Booker.
I settled into a routine.
Yeah, correct. Because it wouldn't make sense. Yeah, because our character would be 7 at the time of like, going through this game. Very eloquent 7-year-old.
That's what kept me sane.
So I was having trouble with the cat
Having
opener.
a
I'm
schedule,
left-handed in real life,
living for
so
today.
I was trying to simulate my actual experience.
I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
Present time when this game released? Ah.
And then one day, everything just stopped.
You know what? I might take a look at some point. I like how to do pre-roll ads so that we don't get as many in the stream. I looked at it
Whatever
once,
that
but I
thing
don't
was,
understand
it
the
was
system,
gone.
to be honest, so I'll just have to look it up.
Maybe it got tired of waiting.
What, eating? Peaches.
Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
Gulping down those peaches. You know, canned peaches are delicious,
It's been
though.
a week now. The longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave. Well, I still can.
What about canned bread? No, I like my corned bread instead.
I know it's out there somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly and Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know.
Can't hold you. I've seen a picture of that book. It's
I'm
yeah.
going to appreciate all of it, especially the food.
Disgusting.
I don't mind if I only have a year
Oh,
left,
book also mentioned it, yeah.
or a month, or a single week. I'd be happy with one more day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
No way. Man.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Shit, he was down here when we were alive. Eating his peaches.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Put the ammo away, Walter. Can I turn the radio off? God damn. I mean, yeah, given, you know, the vibes of this family, I'll take the peaches. What do we have here? Cracking the curse. Surviving death. Echoes from afar. The Finch curse. A bit death obsessed. Homemade weaponry. Barbara Finch, child star. Haunted, a guide. The other side. Ghost trapping, ritual survival. Poor guy. Should have dodged the train. Handfast, how's it going?
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
That's like
I don't want to make the same mistakes
the worst
she made.
horror movie name. Uncle under the house. Rated teen. Walter.
Trying to bury something that's still alive.
Okay, we're not gonna die the
Now
exact
that
same
there's only
way.
one of us left, or maybe two.
We'll hug the wall.
I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Burying him beside the train track, that is some cold ass shit right there. But then again, that kind of fits Edie, doesn't it?
I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family.
This is as far as you got.
And the history you're a part of.
Did it not hold your interest, Handfast? A silo toppy. A little too tragic, that I can understand. Yeah. Barbara's death was definitely, I mean, and also the effects it had on Walter, I guess. Oh, I feel you. Saw that happen, by the way. That's tragic.
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
I'm sure. I thought we were supposed to be having our attention caught by that glowing red light out there. Fighting the Guardian Ape and just wrecking you. Oh my goodness. Francis, my dude, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're enjoying Pokemon Legends Arceus. Please, everybody, feel free to check out Tea Time with Francis, a very welcoming and warm individual.
And when you look at the house...
How y'all doing? I hope you had fun over at ye old Francis' place, and I hope the progress is coming steadily in Pokemon Legends Arceus. I believe Francis also playing Bloodborne, and I forget the other game. I know there's a third game, but yeah. Thank you very much for raiding here. For anyone who doesn't know me, my name is Profound Badness, or PB, gaming variety streamer from Ireland, and also Al that likes to cosplay. Currently dressed as Kathy Rain from the hit game Kathy Rain, and playing What Remains of Edith Finch, which has been a look from the main character, Edith Finch, into the history of her family. Very strange and tragic tale. The family seems to believe that they were under a curse, and a lot of them have met pretty unfortunate fates so far. We had Molly, who died very young, I'm guessing, of some disease. Barbara, who was a child star that got murdered. Calvin, who essentially accidentally jumped to his death from a giant cliff. And Walter, who was hit by a train after living in a bomb shelter for 50 years. As well as Odin, the patriarch of the family, who drowned on his way from Norway to America and was buried on the estate. Been a very interesting game. The way the story's been presented has taken all kinds of different narrative and gameplay styles. And yeah, been very, very interesting. If you haven't played it, I would recommend diving in. Maybe even blind. Hollow Knight was the other one, that's it. I knew it was a Metroidvania. I just forgot which. I thought it might have been
That
Blasphemous.
history of imagination and stubbornness and madness. any of it seems possible.
Boo, Pimmy. Boo. 1 second. Sorry, chat. 1 second. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that, chat. I'm back. Had a phone call there. Hey, Pino. Good to see you. Thank you for the Breath of Wild votes. One second, just grabbing a lozenge from my throat. Potting mix? Where's the goddamn corn?
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house? It's embarrassing for me to admit this.
Hey, Scobie, how's it going? Thank you for the beautiful Joe.
The
Votes.
pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
Jeez.
3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Zerpy, Lurpy, Burpy, Chirpy, Burpy, Derpy, and Derpy Jr. Lucy, Daisy, Charlie, Tucker. Couple Faded Stones. Coco and Zoe. Billy. Rogue. Bob, Christopher, Shadow, Oliver, Chatsy. What if one of them said BB? I would end the stream.
Sven built
you'd
the house,
never see
but
me
it was
again.
Edie who designed the cemetery.
Edie died 5 years after her own son.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Oh, is that the old house?
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
God damn.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand.
Oh, Mart runs a book club
But the older I
together.
get, the
That's
more
cool.
I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Gregory's is the only... Well, shit. Yep, he was a year old, so I guess it would be without any kind of mark. Greg... So, oh, yeah, that's... No, wait. Sam was Calvin's twin brother. Gus and Gregory were... So Dom was our mom, Sam was our granddad, Gus and Gregory were uncles. One died a year old. And the other... $13. I'm just gonna say it, donating blood is not a replacement for a hobby.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
What is that? Is that like a crime?
We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
Neither is video essays. No, that's a replacement for a career. A bad
So
one,
many
but still.
things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself. But looking back on it now, If she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Oh. I thought we had a bit of a belly whenever we looked down at our body earlier. She is 17, yeah. Oh, there's a ladder. Boy.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense. Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
So, this is our mum's dad, twin brother of... Was it Gregory? No, Calvin. Gregory was one of his sons.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
What?
Perfect.
That's our mom's?
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? Please just take the damn picture.
Hey, language.
Did you want to get a picture of me or what? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
Aw.
Bored. Back here, bored.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
Later Alligator. Who did I see playing Later Alligator? Was that you, Fino? Speaking of Pokemon Snap, I do want to play that new Pokemon Snap. What's it called? But I probably did not see you. I'm pretty sure I did. I'm pretty sure it's like one of the first things that I saw you play. I know the game's called New Pokemon Snap. It was the joke, Lep. It was the goddamn joke. How dare you. Someone watched Scott the Woz. I watched Scott the Woz once when you linked me to him and decided not for me. Will I play new Pokemon Snap? No, I don't like photography. Feel like I'm not seeing something I should be seeing here. Look at this crap. Yeah, we are we are spending our dad's savings at the moment. Is something on the water to see? What do I do? Am I being incredibly dumb here? Am I missing something really, really blatant? Is that a Sam Squanch in the woods? How am I doing? Not too bad. I had a nice weekend. All the family was around the house today for my mum's birthday next week. And my nephew's birthday yesterday. Kind of like a joint thing. I should try looking around for it. I feel like I'm looking everywhere. But look, I shall. Loch Ness. Oh, why are we deleting Weeb's messages? Spoiler. Spoiling me? Accidentally correct spoiler? Perhaps? Will I play Fatal Frame? Yeah, at some point I'm definitely going to play the Fatal Frame series. I've never played any of them before. Gotta tell you, chat, I'm feeling really good at video games at the moment. The voice acting fiddle frame. Is it like actually good voice acting, or are we talking like Resident Evil style? Tragically bad? Okay, good. That's what I was hoping for. Alright, I'll take a hint if anyone has one, because Jesus Christ. We've watched me doing this for long enough. Scobie, I'll put that hat on any moment. Actually, I'll put that hat on now. We're not seeing anything here, so. Hat 54. Oh, one of my fancier hats. Every time I get a hat from this game, I kinda miss it. So I've had pretty much the exact same experience as that. Now if I see birds in my garden, I will stop and watch them. Or it is me, the Nahobino. Oh!
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
You kidding me?
Hold still while I take a picture of you.
Hi, Def. Hey!
That's a keeper.
Got him pissing.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. Don, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph? We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time. Give me a minute to check the map.
Ord.
Good
Oh.
eyes, Don. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad,
Let me get behind you.
do I have to do this?
Don, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. keep yourself squared up, elbows down, like we practiced, whenever you're ready. Great shot, Don!
Jeez. Me and my daughter kill a deer. I am taking a selfie of it.
I'm proud of you, Don. Always remember that, okay? Sorry, Don. Just gotta reset the timer.
Dad?
Is he gonna fall?
It's twitching.
Oh no, is this
Totally
deer
normal.
gonna fuck him up?
Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about
Dad!
Well.
Of all these stories, that's the one I
Dear
wish most that my
winds.
mom had told me.
Hey, Renz. Thank you for your soothing words. Oh, damn. Picture of the younger brother on the swing. And little brother's toys. Dun.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Okay. This was... what did I say? Grandfather's first wife? Or I guess maybe just grandfather's wife, okay. Not grandma. She didn't call her grandma in this story, so... not important, I guess. Oh no, more ready meals. Did someone live in the attic while we were here as well?
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Taking a sippy. Oh, it's like a little... what even is it? Is it like... astronaut shit? Coconut? Cocably... nocably? How's it going? Yeah. Enjoying this game so far. Oh shit, is this the 1-year-old room? Oof, that's...
I can't
that
imagine my mom
is
ever writing poetry
rough.
yet.
Man.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone?
13.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
Oh, was this the dad's second wedding?
I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that
I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Fuck these people. Hit them with the kite. Hit them. Yeah, I never had a kite either. Someone stole our childhood kite possibilities from us. Hit you in the face and you bled everywhere. Since then, you've been nothing but an enemy to kites. Paper in the wind. Oh.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger. The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent. Rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power, but all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder." I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't, until we found you.
Well.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Also, I just saw that our mum died this year. This is like defeating Mega Man bosses. Yeah. Sure. B.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
I don't know if he got smushed. I think he got
At the time, it
Bragg
was as far
died.
away as she could get.
to the sea. Mentioned all the sea in the film.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay. "10 ways to teach critical thinking." Run a Twitch called twitch.tv/blindbadness. Oh, I feel like I'm supposed to do more up there. No, you can definitely teach critical thinking, 100%. You just have to teach people how to view texts or situations within different lenses. Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
People teach critical thinking all the time. I have to straight up lying to y'all. Yes, the 3 subjects at school: mathematics, geography, and India.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Louis was born a year later. When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. And to see kids in the house again. The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
Couldn't just empty out any of the other rooms, just had to build the goddamn hazard house.
Things were good. Almost normal.
Lewis rules, I simply don't believe
But
it.
it didn't last.
Lep. Yeah, fuck, what do you call her? Absolute asshole, Kitty Hopkins.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle. After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Like, you know what I got myself thinking about? It's not even the hosts of, like, chat shows that I really dislike. It's the audiences.
I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
Audiences getting whipped up to a frenzy. It's like the most, follow the id experience. People get into it. Alright, Francis, take care. Sleep well, my dude. Thank you again for the raid. Can we get another shout out for tea time with Francis, please?
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Thank you, Poco. Please, everyone, do feel free to check out Francis if you've yet to do so. Plays a lot of games, seems quite frequently as well, so... plenty of gaming action to check out. Simple as that.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared. Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors. Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Yeah, she said that, and also at the very start of the game,
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but
Milton was one of my first
I think
family
Lewis
members
blamed
mentioned.
himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery. Everyone always told me to stay out of Lewis's room. Except Lewis.
He was all about the weed Lamau. Milton vanished at 11, so yeah. Definitely not likely to still be out there. The Devil's Cabbage. Beelzebub's Granola.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Well, he didn't die of deep vein thrombosis, that's for sure.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to
I can't reach it.
wander.
Oh, okay, there we go. Oh, I see.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads. And things that have not names.
Why are you writing so arch in the letter?
But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Louis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
Yeah, the controls are pretty awkward, but in an interesting
And
way.
songs for them to play.
It makes you see how he can, you know, lose his focus
He talked about
for what
starting a
inevitably is coming here.
and he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery, but his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor, and he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
Man, this is so sick.
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis. Until
Minneapolis,
one day he
nice.
forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on. In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a handsome queen.
Finally, the game is becoming more like Senran Kagura.
The queen was on her own quest for
Snake Queen, let's go.
sinister serpents. He followed the sound of her
Well, I'm all about the harps.
silver harp.
But she was bad at playing it.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination.
See, Pimmy, I'm good
But he was so
at
proud
diegetic
of having created
music
it.
storytelling as well.
In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Yeah, Lewis got the imaginary part of the average Metroidvania. Indeed, am I right? Am I right, chat? Boko knows what I'm talking about. Oh, we got a Game & Watch? Shit, yeah.
He began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Uh-oh.
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions. Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on inviting. His queen waited, holding his crown.
I don't like what his crown's gonna be. Also, this is very loud.
There was only one thing left to do.
We're going with the chat. We're going with the loudness.
Bend down his head. I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Her second name's Nut with a H.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Yep. Weed can indeed induce a psychosis. It can be very, very dangerous. Obviously, not everyone's experience. But, yeah, that shit happens. The canary in the coal mine. Boo.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them.
Buku, thank you for hanging out with us. Take care. Be well. And yeah, nice to have you, dude. Never worked. That is the more that's the only comment that I'll agree with. The rest of y'all, well, what more is there to say? Well, yeah, literally every person who has worked has died, so you do the maths. DD also bed. DD enjoy bed. And thank you again for the raid. Can we get another shout out for Danish Dies? DD only bed. Oh yeah, no, Boogie's going to uni. Well no, Francis went to bed. DD also bed. DD bed the second. DD lesser bed. DD bed 2. But yeah, this
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie.
Kim doesn't fuck about when it comes to exploring some, you know, pretty traumatic deaths. Wait, how do we... here. Wait, no.
I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed.
What are these? What are
I
those?
understand why we left.
They're packing peanuts? Oh yeah, thief. Also seeing the peanuts.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Oh my goodness. Jimmy McGinger. Welcome, my dude. Thank you very much for the big ol' raid. How was System Shock tonight? And how was Mario's as well? Oh shit, and the 20-month resub? God damn. Thank you, Jimmy. What up? Welcome, raiders. How y'all doing? Hope everyone had a wonderful time over at Jimmy's. And if anyone here has not been to Jimmy's yet, I know most of y'all have, but please make an effort. Get yourself out there. One of my favorite dudes on Twitch. By quite a bit. Another variety game streamer. Plays games voted for by chat. And also develops games. Currently developing a twin stick shooter called Hazel and the Haunted Hughes Hotel. As well as a tower game called Tower Game. Which are a couple of our mods. Sai and Lep are also working on. So yeah. Please go hang out with Jimmy. Absentia, how's it going? Good to see you. 3 Bears. This game has been pretty wonderful, yeah. Chat has been making jokes about every single death along the way, but you know, what do you expect? This cavalcade of gremlins. But I've been having a pretty wonderful time with it. It's pretty heavy hitting at moments.
What happened that night had been coming
Like,
for a long time.
Rough.
Maybe it should have come sooner.
That has been pretty phenomenal. Coping mechanisms, yeah. Chat.
But it had to end.
All that good copium. Jimmy, thank you so much for the raid, my dude.
Now was to tell you about that last night.
So, for those of you who don't know, well, first of all, my name is Profound Badness, aka PB, gaming variety streamer from Ireland, an owl that likes to cosplay. Currently dressed as Naho Bino from Shin Megami Tensei 5. and playing What Remains of Edith Finch, which is a first-person narrative game. People might call it a walking simulator, but there's a lot of not walking. It explores his family's history in a way that breaks a lot of breaks and adheres to different narrative as well as gameplay conventions. It's the series of interactive vignettes all pull into the whole of the story, and I've really been enjoying it so far. So if you haven't played it, I highly recommend that you do. We're pretty deep into it. We're very close to the end. It's not a very long game, and we've been taking it slow on stream, but yeah. Walking simulator plus Fall Guys plus Stray plus RPG plus roguelike deck builder. It's all the games. Jimmy, by all means, please chill out. Drifter Rufus, thank you very much for the follow. But yeah, let's get on with the game. We're about to get into the story of our great-grandmother, matriarch of the family, Edie, who we are named after.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
You have asked about Little Misfortune. I'm not certain if I'm going to play that. Like, adventure games are not a common excursion for me. I'm not against them, but you know, the kind of games I like to play. It's a maybe on that one. I don't know. And no, I haven't played Little Nightmares 2 yet. Only the first one. But Spooktober's coming up. Little Nightmares 1 was, I believe, a Spooktober game. A Spooktober daytime game last year. So Little Nightmares 2 might be another Spooktober
the
daytime
power had
game.
been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning, okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time
A story within a story within a story.
the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful.
Pino, is this a real thing, or
I've seen that house
are you gonna pun me?
every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
It's real? Damn, I haven't played the second one yet.
I got turned around. For a while, I wondered.
Oh, shit, Taylor.
I started
Is it a new saga? A new arc? The deer?
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me.
Oh, shit. The old
Or
house?
maybe I came back to them.
They're doing one last for a bit? Nice, good. Then I'll have to worry about catching up running, just get straight into it.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's
No.
mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go. I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the band came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it.
Oh yeah, we're pretending to be the R-Wing outside the car window. I know this game.
A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself.
Are we inside?
But I guess if you're reading this now...
Are we inside, Edith?
Things didn't work out that way.
Going swimming? Nice, Pebs. Fuck him up. Also, hello.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Died at 18 years old? God damn. Hi, why? Wensed? I mean, we know Wensed. She... not quite deathless run, there were quite a few deaths in that game. I mean, she was pregnant when she went to the house, but she died a year after she was pregnant. Pregnante? Did you get got by pregnancy? This is a very nice credit sequence, I gotta say. That was a sad game. That's as deep as my analysis is going. What an interesting game to explore the moment of every character's deaths. Such strange and varied ways. A lot of really young deaths. That's some sad shit. It's sad how all these people died. I liked being an owl. 10 out of 10. Megan got some shotters out there. Jeff, not even the biggest character in his own portrait. Get owned. We're reading Taylor now? No, I don't like Taylor. Taylor, what are you playing tonight? If it's Skyrim, we'll raid. If it's not, probably also raid. Lucas Pope was a game tester, as was Neil Druckmann. Wait, surely Edith could be getting her little own name scribbled down here. No? Yeah, I enjoyed this game for what it was. You know, it was essentially a sort of a little movie night, interactive movie night for all of us. So, y'all pretty much take away as much from this game as I did, unless you came in part way through it, in which case, Lamau, get owned, can't even watch a movie properly. She was dead, how can she scribble it? As assuming that whoever, you know, I'm guessing that was her son, also does the scribbly. Wait, I'm seeing that Jimmy's live with System Shock. That's not correct. That's not real. Wait a second. Then who the fuck was on the boat? Wait, no, if the one who was walking around was her son, then we would have seen the casted arm a lot. I think somewhere early in the game, we slipped into Edith mode. No, wait. Wait, the son was on the boat. That's where he had the cast on the arm. Then we jump into Edith mode, and Edith is the one who was walking around. And then we only see the son right at the end. I mean, Edie seemed to know what was going on. She lived a very, very long life. She just made creepy shrines to everyone's deaths, and apparently that's how you beat death. Just everyone that you die, make a shrine dedicated specifically to the ways that they died. But yeah, that stream went on longer than I thought it was going to be. I thought we'd be finished after a couple hours, but we took it pretty slow. We had a break. I stopped to chat a few times. So that is going to be it for tonight. Gonna get myself to bed and say thank you everybody for hanging out. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging and chatting. Keep me company. Thank you Jimmy McGinger, Tea Time with Francis, Aerolyn, and Dee Dee for the raids. A ton of raids. Thank you Tim Ayaya. Angie, I missed that follow. That must be when I was gone for a bit. And Drifter Rufus, thank you all very much for the follows. And thank you Jimmy McGinger and River for the subs as well. I'll be back again tomorrow evening. It's going to be another new game. We're going to be playing a game called My Summer Car, which is a game about having a car in the summer, I think. I watched one trailer for that game like a year ago and I don't remember it whatsoever, but one of my mods is quite in love with it, and I've been sent it to him. I'll play it for ages. So, gonna be my summer car for my summer Sisto, right before the end of summer, so it all fits. What makes me think that? I just really like summer car games. I just imagine that every game I play that I don't know is going to be like Outrun. Anywho, enough of my babbling. Once again, thank you everybody. Let's go raid Dash Retro, who's currently playing Final Fantasy 12. He's an FF7 speedrunner. Also been playing through the Castlevania series through its entirety. And tonight he's doing the first playthrough of Final Fantasy 12. Pretty cool guy, so please go check him out. If you like his vibe, stick around, give him a follow, or, you know, do whatever you feel like. But, until next time, take care everybody, be good, and bye-bye.